Hello, this is a butcher brood pen, one of my favorite butcher's brood cocks, and these two hens are his daughter. That's a little striker white running loose there. Which people ask because she's spangled what that is. These are some of my best chickens. Got the brood pen fixed up. I've got them a nest made over here, and got them out and sprayed them and wormed them today, so we'll get some good, healthy, nice eggs from them. Like I say, I really enjoy these butcher chickens. They're real gentle, cross good with most other breeds. They do a lot of things good. So, had them here a long time, plan on keeping them. This is a Bumblefoot Gray single mated pen with a gray rooster and a black hen, if you can see her for the sun. But these Bumblefoots here, they contain a recessive brassback gene. So it always comes back, even if you just breed two grays. That's the rooster I've been breeding for the last few years. I just never trimmed him. Hello, this is a nice pair of my personal BLUEFACE brood chickens. I've bred that cock for several years now. If you remember, he's been in some of my videos. I bred him over some McLean hens and some of his daughters last year. But he'll be 3 this year, and this hen will too. This hen is actually his daughter. So this is a nice line bred pair. I've bred them together before. I have brood stock off of it. And, this is about as good a fowl as I could ever let anybody have. I'm just trying to make room now for brood pens. And like I've told you before, I like to keep my brood pens young. I got to breed things together. I really didn't have to have these right now. You can tell what a good acting old rooster he is. A beautiful little hen. Like I said, these are my personal brood stock. And if anybody be interested in that, just let me know. Thank you. Here's a breeding pair of Albanies I put together. A pretty little straight comb hen and a nice 3-year-old peacock rooster. I thought they was acting real good. These aren't close related and should make some good brood stock for me. But I fixed the brood pen up. Good clean pen. It stays dry. Got straw down on the ground. Got a good nest. And in that nest, you know how I do that. I fix the sand and the oyster shells. So she has oyster shells when she needs them. She also has a good place to lay her eggs. And on those oyster shells, you know, a hen will turn the eggs. And as she turns them against all that grit, it keeps the eggs good and clean. But I've also put some good vitamins in the water. I've wormed both of them and deloused them, so they're ready to go lay some good healthy eggs and raise me some good Albanies for the future. Thanks for watching. I thought this was a beautiful trio with my brown red I just put together today to breed. Kind of a little late, I know, but I had to clean these hens out good. I feel confident they throw what they're supposed to now. But I really like the looks of that rooster. That's one of the darker looking brown reds. Some of mine will come real blonde and some will be a little dark. That's some hens that aren't related to him that I've used for a couple of years now. Very good hens. That's just some of my brown reds I thought I'd show you. This is a single mated pair of butchers. This is one of my older hens, the spangled hen. I raised a lot of real good chickens off of her. This is a stag I raised off of them last year, just recently trimmed, and I want to breed him back for her. Not because they're spangled, that has nothing to do with it, but she those real quality individuals, and I really like this stag. So by line breeding back, making 3/4 her, I increase the odds of getting the typical chickens that she throws, which have been very good for me. But I think they look awful good today. Getting over being trimmed and getting ready to get some eggs out of them. Just some old butchers. Thanks a lot. These are my Colonel Hempel releasing Whitehackles. I showed this pen earlier and he was in the molt and wasn't hardly pretty as he is today. I want to single mate to this hand and then I got several more pens to move him to. I'll probably offer a few eggs here in another month. Now, I'm getting a couple eggs now, but to get eggs out to really sell and complete orders, it'll be, end of February, 1st of March before I'm able to do that. But, I just think that's a spectacular looking Whitehackle. Probably the best Whitehackle family I have. Thank you. Here's a 2-year-old pair of Albanys that come spangled. When I say spangled Albanys, they're the same family as all of them. They just come spangled. People put so much emphasis on color these days, it's kind of troubling, really, that they're just spangled colors. And, that's actually a father and a daughter bred that way. And I went around today and I put topsoil in a lot of these pens. I'm not where I can move all my cages around, so I filled them up with some topsoil and covered it with some straw, and I think it'll benefit the chicken a lot. But like I've said before, they're not meant to stand on old hard ground, shit, and be in mud all the time. If you want good, healthy baby chickens, better make sure you got good, healthy brood stock. Mating up my North Britons this year. These are 2 North Briton pullets, and that's actually a pretty old cock. I just never trimmed him. He's probably 5, I guess. I thought they looked awful good together. So hopefully I'll raise me a lot of North Britons this year. I didn't raise many last year, but it's a good old solid family that I don't need to lose. I've had them a long time and really enjoyed having them. Good, gentle chickens. The root of everything that's out there. What family chickens do you or anybody else have that aren't made from Whitehackles? These are the original Whitehackle families. Gilkerson North Bred. I thought it was a pretty little pen of chickens. It's raining here today and I've just sprayed them too and wormed them, getting them ready to lay some big old healthy eggs. A little trio of Albanys I put up. Breed. I have an awful pretty Albany rooster, 2 little spangled hens, a straight homing and a peak homing. I thought they looked awful good together. But I'll be offering people eggs from this and all my other Albany hens. I just really like him. They're all good, gentle chickens. Albany's always just out of pride. I thought they looked good together. Have a picture of some of the pretty ones. Some pecan hen. They come both ways. And I never wanted to breed them just to make them one way. I kind of keep them coming both. Old BLUEFACE cock's done for the season. He's been a good old rooster. Put him out here and get a nice shady spot. Have a nice summer and be ready for next season. I like these old BLUEFACE. Them and my grays are my favorite chickens. Had them a long time. Never been disappointed in them. That's the real thing right there. One of the nicest little stags I raised. He's BLUEFACE over CLARET. I think it's just made a tremendous little stag. I need to get him trimmed and get him looking like a game rooster's supposed to. But he's just one of those that always acts good and never has a bad day. And them's the ones you look for. If you got something that never throw that, you don't need them nowhere. Thanks for watching. This is one of the blonder neck brown red roosters. And his mother, she's like one of the matriarchs of the brown red family here, so about everything's off her. And that's her son I'm breeding this year. These aren't for sale, but I do have some pullets available if anybody's interested. Thank you. Hello, what we got here is a pure pair of bumblefoot grays. This is a mother and son mating. She's one of the black bumblefoots. Of course, they come with a more unique white looking color, and I've only got those the last couple of years. So in this family of bumblefoot grays, they basically look like a law gray. They're a standard gray color with yellow legs, straight comb. This is a recessive gene that comes out of there. So I'm going to try to isolate that by breeding 2 chickens that represent that recessive gene. Therefore, I should get these colors. If it was just black, like the hen, the brassy back, I would just get that. But with this stag, with this unique color, I'm not sure exactly what they're going to come looking like. I look forward to seeing the results. But there's always the dangers when you do stuff like this. You're taking a very good family of fowl that I've had for a long time. Or are you going to change something in them when you start breeding to get colors instead of just breeding the most quality individuals? Now, I don't see anything wrong with either of these. I've bred that hen a long time. She's a proven hen. So I don't think it'll hurt the family or the offspring by introducing these into one another. But you should never breed chickens just based on color. Even though right here I am very curious to what is going to happen. But I do want to line breed back to this hen, seeing I've never bred, isolated her to breed back to her genes in the time that I've had her. So we'll see what happens. Thank you. Here's a real nice set in the butchers. These go all the way back to most of the BLUEF stuff. Got a few little pullets, but mostly stags there, and I'm kind of proud of that because I usually get more pullets and don't get the stags that I want. But they're real healthy and doing good. Good single mated chickens, and I'm pretty proud of them. She's a real protective mother, but she's not that mean. It's just feeding time and everything's wanting in there with her. Thanks for watching. This is a pure CLAIBORNE cock, one of the older breeds that I carry here and I try to preserve. I thought it was looking awful pretty today. He's not been tied out long. This is real old family. You can look them up in some of the history books. Many of the bloodlines we have today can go back to this CLAIBORNE family right here. It's a real big deal for me to be able to keep them and not just have them here, but have them here in a good way. They're just not an ornament here. They're, in my opinion, as good as they've ever been. Thank you. That's a CLARET stag my friend at Penderboy Game Farm sent me. He's an awful nice rooster, ain't he? I look forward to breeding him with mine, seeing what I get. Acting good, that little old hen right there. He's just a baby too, and watch him. Good little rooster. This is a nice pecan Clemens rooster. This is the one I bred back to the mother this year. I kind of like him. He's a real good acting rooster. Built good, got a good body. And up here's a straight comb one. You can see right there. I'll get a little closer. He's a real nice rooster too. They come straight and peacock. They're good actors. There's another one down here, and he's the tallest, but he crows funny. He's done it since he was little. I think he was hurt when he was a chick. It don't have an effect on him. I think he just, something in his trachea got wounded. They're all pretty nice roosters. They're 16, 18 months old. Coming 2 year old. Maybe a little older, might be 20 months. That's it. This is a pen of my Colonel Givens chickens that I got direct from Colonel Givens many years ago and many different times. But I just wanted to show them to you. I'm kind of proud of them. They're healthy, good chickens. And my favorite breed of hatch chicken that I've ever had. And I don't like to group mate like this, but what I'm doing is this is one of the pens I'll sell eggs from. And I like to single mate or just a pair of sisters, which all these are sisters. But it's almost impossible when you're selling eggs and getting eggs out on a timely basis to people to give them single mated pens. Old hen will lay 3 or 4, stop a day, and I like to get them out, you know, when they're not a week old. I like that old rooster right there. He's not as dark as a lot of them, but like I've tried to say to y'all before and many times over, I'm not concerned with color. People that are concerned with color, I don't know how to relate to you. This always meant something else to me. So when you get hung up on a certain physical detail, it's like you're just picking the most obvious thing there is to make a big deal out of, instead of the really important things that you got to kind of dig deep and gather some experience in this to know anything about. But I like all these old hens. I'll get some nests made in here in a little while. We'll start generating some eggs. I like to keep straw in all these pens. Chicken wasn't made to stand around in mud and shit all the time. You want to take care of your chickens. You know, in a situation like me, I can't move my pens real good, but I can keep the ground in good shape and keep some straw in here. I try to do this weekly. Thank you for watching. Just put out a new batch of little Albany chickens today. Picked them up out of the nest last night. Left them in a carrying case overnight and marked them. Put some LS50 in their drinking water and some chick starter in there. And they ready to go. I'll leave them in here around 2-3 weeks, and then I'll put them out on the ground. I thought she done excellent. She hatched every egg. I like to sit and watch a mama hen with her babies. I spend a lot of time doing that. Probably just wasting time. I could be working. Either way. These are a pure trio of the WT Green Grays. I've had for a long time now. I got them direct from Mr. Green. In my opinion, they're the best chickens I've ever had. I wouldn't know where to go get better ones. You go around and get good chickens to cross with them. And cross them with any kind of hatch or with my BLUEFACE. And they really suit me and have been good to me over the years. They're not big chickens. If somebody gives you a big chicken and calls it a WT Green Gray, he didn't give you something authentic. The hens vary in different colors. Those are both silver and brown breasted. They'll come buttermilk, and some will come with a black bonnet. And, I've had some come almost solid white. The hens vary a lot, and the roosters don't so much. Straight bred Colonel Givens hatch cock. I thought was acting awful good. I really think a lot of these chickens, I've had them a long time, and Never really been disappointed with nothing they done. Them are the crosses, right? Good gentle hatch roosters. Fun to have. Givens and BLUEFACE here. That's a Givens in gray. Another Givens BLUEFACE. That's a Givens BLUEFACE with a peacock. That's another peacock Givens BLUEFACE. Just a few little cocks I got left here. That's a BLUEFACE guy. That's a little McLean cock up there. And that's shawl neck. I put in a picture yesterday, and then this one. Just a few of my old roosters. Old Colonel Givens broodcock there, sure is looking good today. Trying to swallow his food back. He a big eating roosters. Some of my single mate pens. Other brood pens. Some gray chickens in here. Really like that old rooster. He's ready to eat something. BLUEFACE pen. Awful good old chickens. Little grays. Albany brood pen. BLUEFACEs. This goes back to some of my dead end blood. Goes way back. Some of the old stuff. They're a little bit bigger than the Mr. Greens, but they're no better. Little Mr. Green BLUEFACEs. McLeans. Got some chickens from my good friend Kane Noodle. Made a little family of the Spangle Hats from Decocks and the Robin Breasted Grays. I thought they were real pretty and appreciate him letting me have them. One of my pure WT cocks. Gotta get the spurs shot off him and two little BLUEFACE hens. Got those old McLeans. That's just some of my old brood pens. Hey, this will make a real good brood pen here. Kind of a hybrid white hackle type. That's a pure Gleason white hackle hen and a Morgan white hackle cock. I ain't breeding them together. Some pretty good old white hackle chickens. They suit each other real well on that. Like a pretty little brood pen. Thank you.